If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, the podcast where we talk about business and technology. Today, we are once again going to be talking about the latest trends in the EV market and what they mean for NIO. We're going to be talking about the Tesla Model Y and many more things. So this is going to be a super interesting, super insightful video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell icon, and leave a comment down below. Your engagement really does go a long way in helping out the channel, helping out the video to reach a broader audience and get more people informed. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So let's address the biggest elephant in the room, Tesla's Model Y. In 2023, the Tesla Model Y didn't just top the EV charts, it became the best-selling car in the world, delivering 1.2 million units globally, and over 647,000 of those were sold in China alone. Tesla's on fire, there's no doubt about it, but what does that mean for NIO? Well, Tesla Model Y, its success isn't just impressive, it's a sign of what's going on in the EV market, but especially in China. And here's how it affects NIO. Number one is market validation. The demand for electric SUVs in the $40,000 to $60,000 range is enormous, which plays right into NIO's hands with its upcoming Onvo brand. With numerous companies targeting the Tesla Model Y, NIO needs to stand out, and their battery swapping technology could be the game changer here. There's also price wars. Tesla's aggressive 0% interest financing could trigger a price war in the EV market once again. And so with that being said, NIO needs to be ready. On the innovation front, this is a chance and opportunity for NIO to leapfrog competitors. How do they do that? Well, it's by continuing to release new features and new technology. But here's the $1,000,000 question everyone in the EV space is asking: is Tesla's dominance starting to crack? The answer lies in the brewing competition, especially at the Chengdu Auto Show, where we found out that every EV manufacturer, is essentially gunning for the Tesla Model Y spot. This opens the door for NIO to shine, especially as customers become more discerning about what they choose to drive. Now let's take a hard look at NIO's financial. Their Q2 2023 earnings report gave us some good insight into where the company's at and where the company could potentially be going. Revenue nearly doubled year over year, reaching 17.45 billion yuan. Vehicle deliveries surged 144%, with 57,400 units shipped. Adjusted losses narrowed by 16.7% to 4.5 billion yuan. Sounds like a win, right? But obviously there's more beneath the surface. Since 2018, NIO has accumulated over 75 billion yuan in losses. Yep, you heard that right. The company is still reliant on fundraising to stay afloat in the market. But what's the game plan moving forward? Can break this down into four pillars, with number one being boosting sales. NIO's betting on a big increase in sales with their up and coming Onvo brand. And Onvo is obviously aimed at the mid-range market. Their CEO Li Bin is everywhere, from live streams to social media, is trying to drive the message home. Number two is cost control. NIO's expenses are eating into their profits. They started carefully managing their investments by postponing or even canceling some projects to make sure that they maintain financial health. Number three is battery swap. This remains NIO's double-edged sword. It's a strong differentiator, of course, but the operational costs here are very high, making it hard to turn this into profitable model. With Onvo targeting the mid-range and Firefly coming soon in 2025 for lower end consumers, NIO's targeting a price range across their entire portfolio of vehicles from 140,000 yuan to 800,000 yuan. And I believe that these sub-brands accompanied with the main brand could be their golden ticket if executed correctly. But the big question everyone's asking is, can NIO achieve profitability with this strategy? A lot of analysts are skeptical, and some estimate that NIO might even still be in the red even if they achieve 400,000 vehicle sales, which is definitely a tough pill to swallow, especially for myself as a NIO investor and someone who's been following the company very granularly. Now let's talk about what could really change the EV landscape. That's the solid state battery revolution. Mercedes-Benz recently made waves with promises that their solid state battery could be able to increase range by about 80%. But what are the implications here? Number one is range anxiety. What is range anxiety in the first place? The feeling that consumers don't have enough range to get to where they want to go. Solid state batteries could offer 600 miles on a single charge, making long range EVs a true reality. Then there's safety. These batteries are even stable at 90 degrees Celsius. And of course, when it comes to batteries, they are combustible usually, so that makes these batteries even safer than their traditional counterparts. Then there's weight reduction. These batteries could reduce vehicle weight by around 40%, making for a significant increase in performance. Right now, they're more expensive, but as cooling systems become less necessary in electric vehicles, their cost is expected to drop over time. So what does it mean for NIO? Well, this is a technology curve that of course they're working on, but they do need to stay ahead of as well. While their battery technology is cool, solid state batteries to the average consumer might make battery swapping less relevant to the average consumer at first. You really need it might get to the point where you really need to be educated to understand it. We'll see. But it's a good thing that NIO has already struck partnerships with companies that are working on solid state batteries as well as developing their own. Shout out to Wheeline. Zooming out, let's explore some broader EV market trends. While EV sales are rising, the growth rate has begun to slow down a bit, especially in the US. As the market matures, competition is beginning to heat up, and NIO is going to continue to have to sharpen its sword. Companies like Greenlane are building massive charging stations that could compete with NIO's battery swapping stations. NIO needs to focus on unique benefits to continue to stay competitive in this area. And there's Rivian's IHS, which became the only pickup truck to receive an IIHS safety rating on the 2024 list for the top safety pick, demonstrating the potential for EVs to dominate even in safety categories. NIO should be investing heavily in safety innovations to continue to stay competitive. Obviously, NIO vehicles are receiving extremely high safety ratings, so for now, we're good on that front. So where does all of this leave NIO? Well, here's the key takeaway. Number one, differentiate or fade. NIO needs to double down on its premium features and unique technologies to stay ahead in a sea full of competitors. Number two, multi-brand execution. The success of Onvo and Firefly will be crucial for NIO to achieve scale. Number three, battery innovation. NIO can't ignore solid state batteries. They need to be ahead of the curve on this technology to really dominate and deliver value for consumers and continue to eliminate that pain point that consumers are feeling today, which is range anxiety. Number four is cost efficiency. NIO needs to strike a delicate balance between continuing to innovate, achieving profitability without sacrificing on innovation. Obviously, it's a delicate balancing act, but number five here is global expansion. NIO must continue to push hard to expand into global markets, get there, and really put their flag down. That'll help them with diversifying their revenue stream as well. Number six, and last but not least, is their strategic partnerships. NIO needs to continue to build out its ecosystem and expand it to more than just NIO users. They're already doing this. They just announced a partnership with Jiayu, I believe, yesterday, which is great. But partnering in areas like battery infrastructure, charging tech, or ride sharing could provide NIO with a critical edge. NIO's road to dominance won't be easy, but with the right execution, they've got the firepower to become an EV powerhouse. That's going to be it for this episode of the Courtside Financial Podcast. Hope you found it interesting, insightful, useful, at the very least entertaining. If you found it any of those things, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell icon, and leave a comment down below. All that stuff really does go a long way in helping out the channel, helping us to reach a broader audience. But thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next installment.